Some men can just walk in the room and their presence can just fill the room with an aura or like a spiritual confidence. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to prove nothing. It's just the way their energy is. I call this term spiritual pressure because I've seen it before numerous times. If you come and perform every single day and you're able to work without no type of applause whatsoever. Over time, as you stack those wins up, as you stack those wins every single day throughout the years, eventually the applause will come naturally. Whether it could be like internal within yourself, or it could be from external as well. It all depends how much you put out without needing the validation of others. But let's get into the video and I'll explain why. Let's define it, right? Spiritual pressure is an energy that you radiate over time because you're constantly putting work. Even in the dark, we don't need any internal validation. It's what happens when consistency meets isolation, and isolation meets structure, and structure meets pretty much you. People can feel it before they understand it. A simple thing, or a simple way to think about it, is if you're in the military and you, whether it's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, whatever, and you meet your instructors, the people who's going to train you to become part of that service. Do you remember the aura that they kind of put out towards you? That's that spiritual pressure because they train for that portion. They train to act the part, to be the person who is in that position. That's what I mean by that. Now, let's operationalize this and so I can tell you where it comes from. And I call this kind of a pressure protocol, pretty much. Volume. You get this pressure by showing up every day. It's not about the one perfect day. It's about 100 imperfect ones. Isolation. You build it in silence. While others seek applause, you stack unseen wins. And when you do that long enough, your presence starts speaking for you. Structure. Chaos never creates pressure. Systems do. And that's why I built the execution system, link in the description, so people can stop hoping and start becoming. Now, let me ask a question for you. When did this happen for you? For me personally, I know I started to kind of adopt this mindset or this reframe when you first become a drill instructor, right? You go through this constant training over time. At first it's awkward, so you have to kind of slowly work your way into becoming the drill instructor who people, I guess, look up to online and everything, right? It's all persona you put on, pretty much. But as time goes by, it eventually becomes who you are, because it's not the campaign cover. The campaign cover meaning it's not the cover you wear that makes a drill instructor. It's you yourself. So by developing those habits, by being a better, more demanding version of yourself, then eventually you will accept those traits and become the person who's able to develop that spiritual pressure. That's when I developed these, and this is how you can do it as well. Now, if you want to know how it feels like, this is how it kind of changes you. You don't need to prove anything anymore. You just know, and people can feel it. How it changes others. People will stare longer, speak softer, move with more respect. Some will be drawn to it. Others will be intimidated by it. An easy example that I can think of off the top of my head is, let's say you're a confident guy in the gym and you work out, you know what I'm saying? And you walk up, head up, shoulders back, you just walk and being yourself. And you just see people kind of looking at you, maybe kind of, as soon as you go through an hallway, they kind of move it to the side a little bit more than needed. That's how you know. That's how you know you've developed a spiritual pressure. But it's not about being an asshole. It's just about who you are in general, just the presence that you give off to others. The reason why also that most men never get there is because they chase a certain image. They chase external validation. They chase aesthetics. They chase those quick wins. And they'll never get there because they chase those cheap dopamines. Meaning they chase external validation. By that meaning, let's say you post a picture for others just to kind of get their approval, right? Because I have this mindset. The more you build your confidence up from within, the more you don't need the external approval. Meaning self-confidence is built from the challenging things you do in life. Whether it could be you taking the time to do public speaking, maybe it could be you taking the time to do like a marathon run, those challenges over time will help you build that self-confidence up, not just seeking that external validation. Now, unfortunately, us as humans, we are kind of wired to seek the external validation. But the more you reframe your mindset to see external validation as a kind of behavior that you don't want, the more you would understand that you need to stack those personal wins up in silence in order for that pressure, that self-confidence within yourself to grow. If you want to develop that real pressure, the kind that shift the room whenever you walk in without you saying a word, the kind that makes people look at you whenever you walk in without you saying a word, the kind that garners you the automatic respect without you saying a word, then you need to put that work in silence and stack those wins up over time in silence to build that self-worth, to build that spiritual pressure, and maybe you'll get there. Also, that's what I built the execution system for, which is a step-by-step plan or like a blueprint pretty much that you can use in order to grow and be better. All it takes is just a plug-and-play system that's easy to do. It helps you be introspective. It helps you just take accountability for yourself and gives you a structure to go by. If you're interested, it'll be a link in the description. But thank you for listening and stay motivated.